8 MLB teams have released their new CD Connect jerseys this year, and we're going to look at the detail and rank them 1 to 10. And shout out to Ben Verlander, we're going to be using his Twitter thread for all of the rankings and details. Coming in hot at number 1, we have the Atlanta Braves new CD Connect. They're having a bright powder blue throwback moment, going back to the 1980s, kind of the Dale Murphy era. If you look at the trailer they released, it's a whole throwback feel of it. Also the little ATO pack giving tribute to the TBS era, where they had a Superstation and where the Braves were America's team. They replaced that with the updated Atlanta script there, like where the TBS would have been. I really think, honestly, even taking bias out of it, I think this was a 10 out of 10 for me. I love the jersey look. It looks amazing. The hats look great. The powder blue is nice. This is 10 out of 10 for me. All right, Baltimore Orioles new CD Connects. They have a Camden Yards inspired details. They have the clocks there. They have the plaques, the ironwork all weaved into there. I don't like the Be More word mark in the front. I feel like it just throws me off. Something about it's throwing me off. And I think that's the only thing I don't like. It's supposed to be a vintage B nod to the 1890s Baltimore club. I like that B on the hat, the little swirly B. For the jersey itself, I don't really feel like it's doing much for me. I'm gonna have to probably give it a 4.5 out of 10. For the Cincinnati Reds, I don't dislike this. It's different. It's a throwback nod to the vest style jerseys, which I like. I always like a good throwback nod for any teams. I feel like you can't go wrong with that if you just recreate it, but also pay tribute to the vintage era. The tone pinstripes, I love a good pinstripe jersey. And they have a Tyler Davidson fountain sleeve graphic. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Why not a 9 or a 10 out of 10? I feel like there could have been more done without doing too much. I just don't know what. It's simple. You can't really go wrong with simple. But I also think that there could have been a little bit more done with the jersey itself. The hats are fine. But it's an 8.5 out of 10 for me. When I first saw the Royals CD Connects, I actually didn't like it. I saw someone take a picture of it at the store, like when they leaked it. And I thought it didn't look all that to me. Now looking at it now, I still don't really, I'm not really fond of it. The fuchsia blue gradient actually is pretty neat, inspired by the city of fountains. I think that's really nice. I like how it took the inspiration from there. The updated R logo nods to 1969 original. I just feel like, I don't know if it's placement. I don't know if it's, maybe we could have had the whole jersey with that gradient look and then had like a white R. Or I don't know if that would have looked nice. I do like the hat, though. The blue hat with the crown on it. I really like that a lot. I'm going to probably give this one a 7 out of 10. Just because I like the hat better than the jersey. Okay, the Brewers, I actually kind of dig this one. This is their water tone base inspired by the Wisconsin lakes. It has a gradient. I love a good gradient. The Wisco chest plus the Barrowman patch. Again, this is another pretty simply, all these are pretty simply stated. I think just to play it safe, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 9 out of 10. I like the detail in the hat with the W on there. I think it's pretty simple, but nicely done for the team itself. Okay, for the Pirates, they have a classic black and gold color identity, Jolly Roger elements plus subtle red accents. I would like to see more red accents, I think. I think more, because it kind of just looks like the regular Pirates jerseys, just with a different script and maybe a little bit more detail for the patch. I wish I could see a little bit more red, and I think this was too safely played. So just for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. All right, San Diego Padres, new CD Connects. They have the Dia de los Muertos cultural tribute. The sunset ombre San Diego in the front, so it has like a little, not gradient, but like a sunset ombre look. Now, this is nice, but I do feel like we could have done a little bit more color-wise with the jersey itself. Maybe instead of putting the colors as an ombre for the words, we could have put that for the actual jersey. But at the same time, that also could have been overdone. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 as well. I think it's nicely done. It has a great tribute, but I feel like more could have been displayed. Last but not least, we have the Texas Rangers. Sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but the cochineal red base rooted in heritage. I like that patch a lot. For the sleeve, the Tejas woodmark front and center. The Tejas in the front is nice too. I feel like this is fine. I would have liked some black in there. If they could have added some black accents along with the white, if they had black in the front, I would really like that. That would probably stand out a lot better. So I'm going to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. All right, which Team City Connects were you mostly looking forward to, and which ones do you think are the best? And do you agree with my ranking?